Popping on really quick. I haven't been on here in a while. I was gonna come on a little bit later, but I'm actually gonna flip flop and go on TikTok a little bit later. But today I'm feeling like talking shit. I'm riled up. Okay, I'm feeling controversial. I'm feeling problematic. I'm feeling all these things. So I'm not gonna hold you on for any longer. I'm not gonna wait until some viewers come in here. I'm just gonna get the fuck started. Okay, so on TikTok, I have posted a video of Cynthia Erivo. Y'all probably have seen it. I posted a video because there was a lot of backlash and a lot of commentary going around about Cynthia Erivo at the NAACP Awards, and her just sitting there, and she was getting nominated for I forgot what the award was called. What was that award? Let me get up. No, 25. Hey, Anna Bear. Entertainer of the Year. We're talking about Cynthia Erivo. I just made a TikTok a few days ago about the backlash that Cynthia Erivo was receiving because she was sitting at the NAACP Awards. She had got a whole bunch of backlash, okay? Because if you did not know, Cynthia Erivo is a black Brit. Okay, she's not a black American, she's a black Brit. But like all black freaking people, African, British, no matter what type of black person you are, they all come to America for the opportunities to celebrate black because nobody celebrates black better than African Americans or Solani people or black Americans. We celebrate black to our core. Okay, so anybody who's black knows if you want to have the best opportunities, you want to have the best audience, you want to be pushed the best, you want to come to America because this is where the black people are celebrated the most, right? So, Keke Palmer had just won the Entertainment of the Year award, but that's what also Cynthia Erivo was nominated for. But Keke won. So, why did I close this? So, I made a video about basically Cynthia Erivo getting all this backlash. Let me just adjust myself a little bit. I'm gonna put this down so I can stop there. There we go. I have put out a video about Cynthia Erivo receiving all this backlash because a few years ago she had made a tweet that was like really strange, and I'm gonna show y'all the tweet. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it backwards so y'all can see it. Let me see. Turn the camera really quick. This was the tweet. Hopefully y'all can see that. So she's basically saying her ghetto American accent and talking really weird and all this other shit. And we really don't know, I really don't know at least what she was referring to. But basically, she had received backlash for that. And some people are saying that there were other tweets that she had did. Not just, oh, that's weird. Not just this tweet. Now, this is the only one I have seen, but she had received a whole bunch of backlash because of that. And to this day, I don't want to say that there's low key like a Cynthia Erivo hate train. Now, me personally, I've always thought that she was an amazing singer, amazing entertainer, amazing act. Okay, do not get me wrong, she is, right? But at the same time, though, for some reason, I've never kind of like, how can you say it? Going out of my way to want to support her, going out of my way to want to be like, oh my God, I'm such a big supporter of Cynthia Erivo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never stand her. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Marie. So like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's just a spiritual thing. I've never really clocked into it. But anywho, I made a video on TikTok about basically the backlash that she was receiving because she was sitting up at the NAACP Awards. Now, the NAACP is not just for Black Americans. It is for colored people. So I believe that it's including any type of Black, right? So British Americans, African Americans, Africans can be voted for it. Whatever, right? So hi Preppy, thank you so much. So basically, after I made this video, I basically was basically talking about like how her receiving that hate is due to the fact that people do not trust her because of the things that she said in the past. People do not trust her because she did the whole Harriet Tubman thing. People just don't trust her because of those things, right? And I'm one of the people who don't trust her based off of this tweet. And it's like, and just the Harriet Tubman thing too, right? Because like, I don't believe, first of all, that I don't believe that we can trust celebrities at all because we don't know them personally. We don't know them personally, so we can't vouch for them. We can't say that they're good people. We can't say that they're really bad people unless they've done something really, really bad, like truly bad in the world that you'll be like, okay, fuck, wow. But unless you really know them, you never know if things are really performative or whatever, right? But when it came down to this particular thing, it's like when she had used this weird ass tweet, I was just like, why are you even talking like that? What encouraged you to say that, to make that comment? Like, what made you think that that was okay? You know what I'm saying? And like, I was thinking about a what was it? I was thinking about video that I had watched a few years ago, if not a few years ago, at least a year ago now, where it was a black public speaker, he was a black male, and he was talking about how communication and personal relationships play a huge role in why we do the things that we do and why we say the things that we say, right? And so what he was talking about was that the N word, because a white person, he was talking at a seminar, a white person had asked him, what do you do, or why is it okay for black people to use the N word but not white people, right? And he was explaining how there's that relationship is not there. First of all, he was very kind with it because I would have cussed her out, but he was basically saying like how as a white person you're not part of this group. You're not part of the suffrage. You're not part of the struggle. You're not part of this group. You're not part of the Black American group. You're not part of us. So you can't use something that from a group that you're not part of. And he used a beautiful example of like his wife, right? His wife and his wife's best friend. They talk to each other and they be like, "Hey, bitch, love you so much." Blah blah blah. You know how the girls will talk to each other, right? He was talking about how his best friend, his wife and his wife's best friend call each other bitch and they love each other and all this extra stuff, right? But if he was to walk up and call his wife or call his wife's best friend a bitch, that would be a completely different situation. That would be a completely different conversation. They would have probably went off on his ass. Why? Because he's not included in that relationship, right? The connection and shit is not there. That's not you're not the right person to be having this conversation or using that type of language with these individuals, correct? So I was thinking about that exact same thing when it came down to Cynthia Erivo, how basically she's not a black American. You're not a black American, okay? And you come from a community of people who have this weird superiority, indoctrinated, I'm so much better than the black Americans complex that have been known to go on film and speak ill towards the black American community, okay? Saying that we don't know where we come from, that we don't have no culture, and all these extra things, while simultaneously participating in our culture, receiving your flowers from our culture, and getting your biggest support from our culture, from our people, from our group, right? And so taking all of that stuff into account, on top of the fact that she is not part of our little group here, I was saying that her even saying a comment like that was just unacceptable. Even if she's saying that she didn't mean to offend anybody or anything like that, why did you think it was okay for you to say that? Why did you feel comfortable saying that? You're not a black American. And don't act dense. You knew that the word ghetto has been weaponized against the black community for forever now. So you know that that type of shit is not appropriate. And you know that that word is not like glorified here. So why would you feel the need to say in my ghetto American accent? Where did you get that from? What was your reasoning behind that? And she did respond and say to an interview, because the interviewer asked her about that, and she said she didn't mean to mock anybody and that she thinks that harm towards people is XYZ type of way. But I was just like, yeah, but what made you say that? What encouraged you to do that? Where did you get that from? You know? And so when people were arguing with me on TikTok in the comments, they were just like, well, she's done other work, she's done XYZ, and da, 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 like you're saying that all British people are biased towards the black community and XYZ. And I'm like, no. I'm not saying that all Brits are, against the black American community. I'm not saying that, because Idris Elba is a black Brit, and he hasn't said or done anything that we found that alludes to the fact that he has biases against our community. But she did this thing, and I don't trust her because of it. And so some people were saying that I was reaching. A lot of people agreed with me. A lot of other people were saying that I was reaching. But then it had brought me to the conclusion of that we cannot get upset about people not trusting the people that we trust. And let me explain what I mean. We all have our own limits and limitations and thought processes on how we trust people. And a good example would be for me, right? Cheating is a non-negotiable for me. You're done. If you ever were to cheat on me, I'm done with you. I will never trust you again. Deal breaker 100%. Some people would still look at me and be like, no. If you've been together with that person for 15 years, 10 years, 7 years, 3 years, whatever, like, cheating is not a deal breaker. Cheating is that can be solved. You can go to therapy. You can do all these things. To me, it is an absolute deal breaker. I believe once a cheater, always a cheater. I will never, ever trust you ever again. So to you, to somebody else, that might not be a deal breaker, but for me, it is. And I'm entitled to that. I'm entitled not to trust you ever again because you betrayed me, right? And so I was thinking that same thing applies to people like Cynthia Erivo, or situations like Cynthia Erivo, where like when you do something, I know I'm not required to trust you just because other people that think that you're trustworthy enough. And I was even saying that if she was to come out and say, hey guys, this is where I got this from, and this is how I got to this conclusion, and I have unlearned any biases that I've learned in Britain or whatever, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to trust her. But for some people, that would never be enough. It would never be enough. They would never trust her no matter what she say, no matter what she do, no matter what the works that she puts in, right? She will never be trustworthy because she burned that bridge. And some people's bridges are so damn fragile, they made out of sticks and twigs that they once you break the bridge, baby, once the bridge is burnt, that's it. That's it. And so literally I was trying to explain this to this one individual. But one thing about me is that if you start to insult me and you start to say stuff that you can't have an educated conversation, I just cut it off because I don't got time. He basically tried to compare me to the MAGA community, who said, "Oh, you're going according to feelings. You're all going according to feelings. These are not facts." And it had just snapped a little thing in my brain because I was just like, "You're saying you're comparing me to the people who are MAGA because you believe that me not trusting Cynthia Erivo because of something that she says is me just solely going off of feelings." But then I was just like, but you don't personally know Cynthia Erivo either. None of us know Cynthia Erivo personally. So you're also going according to feelings. You can only go according to what you feel because you do not know her. You can go and say, oh, well, she's done all these movies and shows and she's performed for all these audiences and she's sang our iconic Black American songs. You can say that all day, but then I could still back it up with, but that's an opportunity. Why would she pass that up? That's money. Why would she pass that up? She's not going to get her opportunities that well anywhere else, so why would she pass that up? She wants to be an actress. She wants to be a singer. How do you know that she's not faking that shit? She's an actress. You don't know her personally. So all you're going according to is a feeling. And you're trying to back it up by saying that she's performing in all these arts and trying to flip the Harriet Tubman thing. But the funny thing is that two things can be right at the same time. She could be a lying manipulator who takes on opportunities that are given to her, or she could be genuinely a good person who made a mistake. Neither one of us can say with absolute certainty and say it as a fact that she's a good person. And with that being said, because we don't know her personally, you can't get mad at somebody not trusting the same celebrity you trust. You can't get mad at somebody doing that. As much as you want to, you can't, because it's not your cross to bear. And so it's something that's just so interesting on here. So that person is obviously just angry because they don't like that somebody doesn't like their favorite celebrity, I guess. Whatever. I don't like Trump, but I don't hate the people who don't like Trump. I mean, I don't hate the people who like Trump or support Trump. I just think that y'all just must be lost in y'all minds. Trump could be doing some shit where he just playing the game and distracting us, and he could just be a figurehead. He can actually be a decent human being who actually doesn't feel that way, but he just does it because the real powers that be are telling him to. I won't know. So if somebody presents me with that argument, as much as I wouldn't believe that bullshit, if somebody presented that to me, I can't say with absolute certainty that that's not true. Why? Because I'm not in those circles. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know the people who are behind him. I don't know his team. I don't know anything about that. So it's like, when it comes down to people in trust, we all have our own things that we are entitled to. And another thing that I want to add is I do not like when people get mad at you for criticizing a behavior or something that somebody has done and basically trying to say that you're labeling them as a bad fucking person just because of that. Now, of course, there are limitations and there are certain things that are a cap. If you're murdering people, you're not a good person. So let's not play games here. If you're sexually assaulting children, you're not a good person. Okay? If you're emotionally manipulating people, you're not a good person. So let's be honest here. But about certain things, though, if you just call out something, I'm not automatically saying that somebody is a horrible individual because they did that. Everybody makes mistakes. Okay? Everybody does things. We all are imperfect. We're all going to fuck up sometimes. But don't try to automatically think just because somebody is criticizing a behavior that they're automatically demonizing that person and making them out to be the big bad wolf. Right? I just say when people do that. And I even said in the beginning of my video with Cynthia Erivo, I said that nobody's taking away that she's a talented person. Nobody's taking away that she's a good person or whatever. I just don't know her personally. So I'm just going according to what I see. And what I can see is that she said this weird thing. And where did she get that from? You're the one who's thinking that I'm thinking that she's a horrible person. She said this tweet. Your argument can be correct, or my argument can be correct, but neither one of us can prove each other wrong because we don't know Cytherea Rivo personally. So I was just all on TikTok and talking about that, and now I'm just letting them fucking argue in the comments because I'm done. Okay, moving on. Another thing, when it came down to another video that I had recently uploaded, I had said that I did not like white people wearing bonnets. Don't like them wearing bonnets. To be honest, I don't like white people participating in anything in our culture. Point blank, period. For one, because they do not respect it. They do not know how to credit it. And one day it starts off as, oh, you know, we just want to participate. Oh, we adore your culture. Oh, we don't want to have a say in the culture. We want to participate in the culture. It goes from that to calling edges sticky bangs and trying to say that bonnets are just for hair care and they have no cultural significance to our community. I made a video about it, and the white people are expecting to be coddled and educated in the comments. No. Access denied. You're being ignored and denied. Okay? Because white people have a tendency, a history. You can look it up on Google. You can search it up on TikTok. Okay? White people appropriating people's cultures. You can look it up. White people have a tendency to take something that does not belong to them and try to reclaim it and then try to discredit those who created it. And they've done that for years to the black community. And now they're starting to touch the other communities too. They're doing it right now with boba. Right now with boba. They're taking boba cups, and what the hell is they calling them? Oh my God. They took the boba cups and they're calling them, oh my God. What did that white girl call that boba cup? She called it like a, hold on. What the hell is they calling it? Oh my God. What did she say? They're calling them like skinny cups or something. Oh my God. I don't even want to look this up on Google. Hold on. She called them. Hold on, y'all.
Hey, we the Asians wanted to introduce you guys to this drink called boba. We've been drinking it for a while now, and it's pretty popular, and I think you guys will really...
Okay, hold on. I'll show y'all. It's gonna be backwards, but we're gonna watch this video. Cause I don't know who the white girl is, but
popular, and I think... Hey, we the Asians wanted to introduce you guys to this drink called boba. We've been drinking it for a while now, and it's pretty popular, and I think you guys will really like it. This just gave me a totally unrelated, completely original idea. What if at my coffee shop, instead of regular coffee cups, I use coffee cups with a round bottom? That'll be so cute and totally original. The boba tea that I just gave you has a round bottom, so I don't think you can say that was your idea. Plus, we've been using that type of cup for years now. We're totally okay if you use it, as long as you just give us some type of credit. Okay, I hear you. What if instead of calling my cup size as tall grande and venti, I call it chinky, chinkier, and chinkiest? Okay, the bar is so low that we are getting slightly warmer, but no, that is highly offensive. We just want credit. If you can just say that you got the idea. Okay, I hear you. Well, what if I took your milk tea recipe and boba, but put it in a can and call it boba? Now I can market it as a completely original thing because you guys like putting it in plastic cups, but I put it in a...
Oh, by the way, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. There's a company that has literally went on Shark Tank and they stole boba from the Asian community and now they're selling them in cans and calling it boba, literally.
So it's a completely new thing, so I don't have to pay homage to anyone. Not a completely new thing. No, at this point, the chiqui chiqui or chiquiest idea is starting. We'll take that. Hey,
And then look at the comments. Chamberlain coffee or Chamberlain cups. They called spa water. Oh my God, they called our frescas spa water. Like box braids, and they're look at this. Look at this shit. The Hailey Bieber inspired lip liner, like all this fucking shit, right? Y'all have it's like y'all white American pastime or something. I don't know. It's like a white American sport. Like y'all feel the need to appropriate everything. And then when people tell you, we don't want y'all in our culture, we don't want y'all participating in our culture, we don't want y'all nowhere near it, we don't want y'all touching it, we want y'all to just stay five away, 5 line, right? They'll be like, well, it's supposed to be for everyone, and why can't I participate? Because you don't know how to respect shit. That's why. Because you don't know how to not steal shit. That's why. Because you don't know how to just appreciate without appropriating. That's why. And white people are just like, and literally in the comment section, they're like, well, it's just for hair care. And literally my entire thought process was, the fact that you don't see the significance is exactly why your bum ass shouldn't be wearing them in the first place. The fact that you don't see the significance, you don't understand the significance, or you just don't care about the significance is exactly why your bum ass shouldn't be wearing them, shouldn't be participating in it in the first place. That's one reason why I really hate when black people, when a white person does one tiny little thing, like come out with a video saying, hey guys, being racist towards black people is not right. Here motherfuckers in the comment section, you're invited to the cookout. Bitch, no you're not. No you're not. No you're not. Access denied. Access fucking denied, bitch. Access denied. Stop doing that shit. But literally, white people, y'all just don't know how to respect people's cultures. Y'all don't know how to do that shit. So until you do, until you learn how to not be dismissive, until you start to understand the significance, until you start to actually care and respect and acknowledge the contributions and the culture of those that you want to participate in, you're not invited. And I don't like it. I don't like white people wearing bonnets. I don't like white people coming to cookouts. I don't like white people eating our food. I don't like white people doing anything that's involving black Americans. Because it's our shit. And y'all have a hard time with accepting shit. And then when somebody tries to tell you, hey, don't do that, that's harmful to our community. Hey, don't say that, that's harmful to our community. Hey, don't try to claim that belongs to our community. Y'all will fight tooth and nail rather than being like, oh shit, I did do something wrong. Oh shit, I did say something wrong. Oops, my bad guys. Please forgive me. I didn't mean anything by it. Instead, y'all argue people for tooth and nail. And as a matter of fact, y'all get more disrespectful. Y'all get more dismissive. Y'all get more ignorant and belligerent and imbecilic. And then wonder why nobody like y'all. And you know what's so funny? I saw it the other day. Y'all are hateful like that towards other groups of people because y'all hate each other. Y'all hate each other. And this is something that I've been able to observe about white people early on. Because I don't know what it is about y'all, but y'all are just so hateful. Not every single one of you, of course. Not every single white person is hateful. But man, observing y'all has to be some of the scariest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all talk about black on black crime and all that extra shit, but white on white crime is insane. It's horrendous. How y'all act towards each other, how y'all are towards each other, what y'all do to each other, is horrendous. It's horrendous. Think about the most terrible, like gut-wrenching, horrifying crimes against humanity. It's always a white serial killer with a white victim. It don't get no horrifying than that. Shit. How many of... Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Oh. yeah, you don't want to look up that. What percentage? That is sick. That is sick. That is sick. That is sick. 82%. 82% of American serial killers are white. The overwhelming majority are white. Let that sink in for a second. The overwhelming majority are white. Lord, 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 Lord. That's insane. That's insane. And that's why, like, you never see white gathering, really like white togetherness, unless they're coming behind some type of hate or sports. If it's football involved, oh yeah, they're on it. But I've never seen white people gather collectively and support each other or anything like that unless it involves hatred of some kind. Hatred or prejudice or some type of genocide or something of some kind. I've never seen them have togetherness unless they do that. Anybody else find that strange? Anybody else think that weird? Anybody else find that sad? And so that's why I'm not really surprised when y'all do stuff like that, where y'all spread hate and y'all steal from other cultures and y'all gaslight and y'all abuse and misuse and disrespect and disregard and dismiss other cultures and people, because y'all like that towards each other. Y'all like that towards each other. And it's really fucking sad. Truly. Like, that's why them white girls, like when the young white girls, when they get into it, they'll sleep with each other's boyfriends, they'll talk shit about each other's backs, they'll say that they wish they had died, but then the next second they're in the car smoking and giggling together. And you're just like, I thought you said you hated her. What? These will be the same girls who will set their own friends up. What? What is happening here? What is going on here? Do you need me to call someone? Ah, Lord, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And so that's the reason why, until y'all get it together, until y'all learn how to respect people's cultures, until y'all learn how to respect yourselves. Respect yourselves, respect each other. Love yourselves, love each other. Until y'all learn how to do that, to have that togetherness that is not centered around hate, then y'all be able to be better people. But until then, this is where y'all at. This is where y'all at. And this is the reason why I would never, until they change, I'm not changing my opinion. I don't want y'all participating in our culture. As a matter of fact, I don't even want y'all having access to it. Bring back segregation. Bring it back. Bring it back. I'll be the first motherfucking black person to sign up. Bring it back. Okay? We were thriving. As a community, we were thriving on our own. We were separated from y'all. We invented so many things before we were separated from y'all. Before we were integrated with y'all. We had our own businesses, our own hospitals, our own banks, our own everything. Until we were gathered with y'all. Until y'all burned down all of our cities and towns and all that extra stuff. Bring it back. Bring it back. I'll be the first motherfucker to hop on the wagon. Let's go. Let's go ahead and, could you imagine that? Just separate communities. We all have separate communities, and then we can have like little centers, little mecca centers where we come together and meet that way. And then we all go back to our communities. Have our own apps, have our own everything, and just be fully thriving and flourishing separately. Could you imagine? But hey, that's never gonna happen. I'll just have to build my own little community, put my own little stuff in there, just plop me in, bloop, just like that. Just like that. And I don't see no other way. Truly. What in the world? Oh, Yannickins. I'm like, what in the fucking... My sound is on. That's the reason why. Oh, wait. There we go. Yannickins send me a voice note. If y'all are saying stuff in the chat, I can't see it. All I have is Marie's last little how old are you thing here. Which, I'm 23, so... I can't see nothing. If y'all are saying stuff in the chat, I can't see shit. Besides Marie's old thing. So I'm gonna have to leave out and come back in. Maybe, possibly. So Yana, if you send me a voice note, if you are chatting something, type it up here because I can see your notification from Instagram. So I can't see shit from here. It's not showing me nothing. It was doing that to you last time too. Weird. Super fucking weird. Y'all like my cup? It has like a really pretty texture. I love this cup. It's so freaking pretty. I'm a fall girly. Ooh! Touching on the white topic really quick. Another thing on my list. Looking at my little Taviana. Touching on the white thing a little bit. I was literally thinking about like black women and like going into white guys' comments or even Asian guys or Hispanic guys' comments and being like, do you like black girls? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But I've never been the type to do that. I've never been the type to ask that or worry about that. And it's giving pick me energy. They probably did block you again in chat, you know. They probably did. Which I don't know why. I feel like they would notify me. Hold on, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna come back. Hold on.